What is going on, guys? Welcome to another video here on the channel. We're back on the music channel, TGC Radio. We're still doing the TGC Summer Anniversary series here in 2026. And today, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite bands of all time. The band Spanish Love Songs. And I'm going to be taking a look at their 4 full-length albums they've put out so far to date. And just going to be doing a little ranking of them, just talking about them, etc., etc. You know the idea. I'm not going to explain my ranking system. It'll be on screen. Yeah, you know the drill. We're just going to run straight through it. Now, normally I start in chronological order here, but for Spanish Love Songs, I kind of want to start in the way I found them. I'm actually going to start with their 3rd album, Brave Faces Everyone, because that's where I found them. And I found them thanks to the great guys with the Rock Coliseum. So Luke from Rock, John from ARTV, Crash Thompson, who used to be the Rock Critic, and then Mark from Spectrum Pulse. They had a little series going called the Rock Coliseum. I've been a fan of that for a long time, so yeah. But they talked about Spanish Love Songs a lot, and I finally jumped on board with Brave Faces Everyone in 2020. And Brave Faces, it's generally my favorite album of all time. To me, this is a perfect album, not just for genre, just period. Like, it's basically everything I want from a genre. It flows super well. It's connected. Like, I love every single thing about Brave Faces Everyone. And even the much slower Dolores, I still love, even though that is unfortunately the least streamed song on the album. It's still great, though. But it opens up with such a bang in Routine Pain. And then Self-Destruction follows it up so nicely. Generation Loss, like, I feel like I could cry at any moment. Then just Kick is one of my most listened to songs, period. And then, like, the chorus on Beachfront Property is just un-goddamn deniable. Like, I feel like I have to, like, belt out that chorus right alongside Dylan. Then Losers, Through Optimism, and then Losers 2, just, like, that little, like, suite of songs, if you will, is just holy shit. And then again, we have Dolores to bring things down before ramping up entirely at the end with They're Praying for You and Isn't That Good Enough, before finishing off with the title track, Brave Faces, Everyone, with all of the lyrical callbacks through and through. It's such a goddamn great record. It's a great punk record with its pop punk, like, kind of influences in there as well. It's a great emo album. Brave Faces Everyone is like a perfect record to me. I love this album so fucking much. If you had to take one thing that I'm gonna say in this video and kind of like take that for yourself, please let it be just listen to Brave Faces Everyone in full. Like, sit down with it. Don't do anything else. Just fucking take this goddamn album in. Thank you. But yeah, so this album means so much to me, and like, I know throughout all of my new recent like videos with the new ranking system and everything, I've not given anything a platinum tier. In fact, I've never given anything a platinum tier in any music videos that I've done with ranking and tiering. I've never given anything platinum tier. And now with the new platinum rating of, like, it makes you feel something. Yeah, you know where I'm going with this. Brave Faces Everyone from Spanish Love Songs is a platinum tier album to me. It makes me feel from the opening song till the end. It makes me feel. It makes me think. It makes me all of the things. Platinum tier. For sure. So we'll move to No Joy, which is the most recent album at the time of recording. And I love this album as well, but it is very different. It's their most different album. Like, it's still them. It's still, like, absolutely, identifiably Spanish Love Songs. But it is so different, especially sonically. And in some cases, like, lyrically, things just hit so much harder. Because a lot of the times, like, lyrically, No Joy, we're kind of going back and forth of, like, here's a song about, like, you know, I guess, like, the protagonist, if you will. But then we'll also have a bunch of songs about, like, this person that they love and care about, and what they're going through, and, like, what they're going through seems to be so much fucking worse, and they're losing that battle. And yeah, so a lot of the songs lyrically on No Joy, I feel like hit even harder than they did before on the other albums. And, like, this is easily their most, with how, like, different it is sonically, it's their most accessible album. I feel like people would be able to get into this one easier, but I still love it all the same. And I come back to some of these songs so much. Like, I come back to Lifers, Pendulum, Cleanup Crew, Haunted, Marvel, like, 5 of the 12, like, almost half the album I come back to regularly, and I still love the rest of the album as well. I find it harder to come back to the back half, so I typically only listen to that when I'm listening to, like, the whole album. I love the whole album still. I don't connect with it quite as strongly as Brave Faces. It does make me feel things, but not on the same level, so I don't think it can be platinum tier with Brave Faces. But it's still an excellent album. It is easily gold tier with me. And then we go back to Schmaltz, which is their second album, came out in 2018. By the way, like, Brave Faces came out 2020, and No Joy came out 2023. Yeah, but 2018 Schmaltz, and this one is much more in line with Brave Faces, and their first album is as well. This one is more raw and unfiltered than Brave Faces, and like some of like the identity the band had right at the identity and sound and everything the band had right at the start, and everything I love about them was there from the start, which we'll talk about with Giant Sings the Blues, their first album from 2015. But they do get, like, a little more accessible on Schmaltz. They're a little easier to listen to for people who may find it a bit hard to get into, like, very loud, fast, angry, punk-influenced music, you know? Like, they're a little more accessible on Schmaltz, but some of that early rough around the edges stuff is still there on Schmaltz as well. And Schmaltz has songs that I really, really fucking love, and that I also think about a lot. Stuff, you know, like The Boy Considers His Haircut, Buffalo Buffalo, and one of my favorite songs from the band period, Otis Carl. And yeah, I love the whole album. Like, I really like everything the band's done, so, like, everything's gonna be fairly high up on my tiering system. But Schmaltz, again, I like a lot, and I think at this point I like it about equally to No Joy. I probably come back to songs from No Joy more, but I think I like the two about equally, and ultimately I think Schmaltz also has to be a gold tier album. Again, a song like Otis Carl especially really makes me feel things, but goddamn, same thing with No Joy. It makes me feel things, but I don't think it can be a platinum tier. I don't think it's on the same level as Brave Faces Everyone to me, but it's still so good. It's a gold tier album for sure. And then we go all the way back to 2015 with Giant Sings the Blues, their first album, and I actually just finally listened to the whole thing today. I've listened to a few songs here and there since getting into the band, but I finally sat down and listened to the whole thing today, and yeah, it like I said, everything I love about this band is still present in Giant Sings the Blues. It was present back in 2015. But yeah, it was just a lot more raw, unfiltered, and less accessible as a whole. But they do have some songs that I was listening and thinking, you know what, these could be on Schmaltz. Absolutely. Like, a song like Vermont could absolutely be on Schmaltz for sure. It still fits very, like, it absolutely fits, you know. And I really liked listening to this. But I do think it would be my least favorite. It'd probably be the one I'd come back to the least as a whole. But it's still so good. And I guess if you want, I'll do a quick little like ranking here. I'm not going to show it on screen, but I did rank every song with how much I enjoyed listening to them on this listen today for Giant Sings the Blues. So my favorite song, I think as a whole, was probably Remainder, and then Vermont, then Bright Day, Stranger, Dying, Friends, Mexico, Concrete, Bad Day, and Nervous People was my least favorite. And as a whole, where do I put Giant Sings the Blues? If Brave Faces Everyone is a platinum tier album to me, then No Joy and Schmaltz are both gold tier. Then Giant Sings the Blues, I think, is a step down. Or I guess technically everything else is just a step up. But I don't like Giant Sings the Blues as much. I think it's at least a tier lower than No Joy and Schmaltz. So I think it goes comfortably in the silver tier for great albums. I think it's a great debut. But yeah, I don't like it as much as what would come later. But again, I think that works, and I think that just means that they've just constantly gotten better and better as they've gone on. And I could see people saying No Joy is their best album. I like it a little bit less than Brave Faces, but it's so good. I love No Joy. Just stream No Joy for sure. Stream everything from this band. Please listen to Spanish love songs. I want more people to listen to them. I want more people to talk about them. Please do that. Anyway, yeah, this is actually probably the shortest ranking video I'll ever do, just ever. But that was me talking about Spanish love songs for about 15 minutes, and I hope you enjoy it. If you did, leave a like, comment below, share on social media, do all that good stuff. Until next time, I'll see you later. Bye, guys.